Welcome to the iHSFAN Webcast Network. You are watching Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Covert Ford, Bush's Chicken, Ideal Signs, Alpha Paving, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events, Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group, Maze Street Boutique, and Lodge Card Club. We also want to thank the 5 high school booster clubs for their support. Now let's head to the field. Here is Zach Epstein and Mickey Bouchon.
Welcome, folks. It is football season in Round Rock, Texas. Looking at a great matchup tonight. My name is Zach Epstein, joined by my partner in crime, Coach Mickey Bouchon. Coach, how does it feel to be here back on the field Thursday night lights tonight?
Thursday night, back at it, Zach. It's a great deal. Every single football season, these guys get so excited. They put so much time and effort into it since their last game last year, whether it was on the JV or varsity, and they are ready to go. They're ready to show out for their family, their friends, their teammates, and their coaches.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great night tonight. A lot of feelings in the air. I'm sure these players have a lot of butterflies in their stomach as, first time they're actually going to be hit for the first time in these new uniforms, it seems like. Coach, it is 86 degrees at kickoff. It's going to be a beautiful night. Would have loved to play this game tonight rather than last week on about Thursday when it was 105 out. So absolutely beautiful weather tonight to kick off week 1.
Good call, Zach. There are a lot of guys who are glad that this thing wasn't being played last week. Me, on the other hand, I like it being nice and hot. It's okay for me. These guys are having a good time down there. We're having the coin toss. Captains from each team. Some of the guys for Stony Point we recognize from last year.
Yep.
We were fortunate enough to call the entire season last year, and a lot of these guys I recognize.
Yep, absolutely. And just to talk about last year, Coach, last year 5-5, the Stony Point Tigers were able to go 3-4 in district, returning a large amount of players from that team. Looking for a bit more this season in terms of wins and maybe even on top of the district champions. However, we are about to get kicked off here, folks. We're going to jump into some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers.
We're back, folks. It is kickoff time here in Round Rock, Texas. Again, setting the scene here, we have a great matchup tonight between the Eastview team.
Patriots.
The Eastview Patriots. Yes, I wanted to say
Red,
Patriots.
white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue. They're in their white uniforms tonight. Stony Point in blue and their iconic white and yellow teams. Here comes the kick, and that's a deep kick to start off the game. Is returned out to the 30-yard line. He's got a little bit more, and a big hit by the kicker, but still able to make it out there. That's Keyston Rainey, the senior there, and on the tackle was Oliver James for Stony Point. So a great field to start with if you're Eastview today, and as you're a Stony Point Tiger on defense, it's time to step up.
Well, step up they will. A lot of these guys on the defense have some experience from last year. We do remember Mr. Cook, but he won't be playing tonight. I'm not quite sure why, but their Cal commit is not suited up.
Yeah, saw him at the coin toss earlier. maybe coming out a little bit too much, but we'll see how this team does without their captain on the field. And motion here, snap, pitch out wide, taken up field and tackled by Joaquin Mendez. That's a name from last year as well. Junior now, was a sophomore on that team. And again, a lot of sophomores. That's going to be a theme tonight, folks. We're going to see a lot of sophomores turn juniors this year, ready for more out of this team. Second down and about 2 yards to go here for the Eastview Patriots. Ball on the 36-yard line. Snap. Quarterback's looking left. Finds his running back out of the backfield for about a 5-yard gain there, and that is number 13 on the play, Daniel Sawyer. Again, another one of those sophomores turned junior on this team, Coach.
Enough for a first down, and they're moving at a pretty good clip. They're speeding things up. Defense has got to get lined up.
Got to get lined up. 4 down men for the Stony Point Tigers. And off the edge, quarterback takes off, feeling a lot of heat. Ends up getting a few there, but tripped up initially by number 56. That is Elijah Rames, defensive end. So two high safety with one actually high safety here for the Tigers as they complement the split look here. Handoff up the middle. Initially goes nowhere. Wrapped up in the backfield. That was done by Tristan Butler, the senior.
They're going to miss some of their I talked to some of their coaches before the game in the press box, and they were talking about they're anxious to see how their young pups do up front defensively, because last year they had some of their best players on the defensive line.
Absolutely. Chime Onyaka, one of those big players that they're going to miss this year. Drops back. Quarterback finds, again, his running back a bit too tall there, and that's number 11, Joaquin Mendez, on the coverage there. So as their starting quarterback is number 18, number 18, Daniel Brown. Staying on the field for a 4th down and 5 situation here. And apologies, that's Ty Blair as the quarterback for Eastview. But yes, 4th and 5, going for it right around the 25-yard line. Trying to get them to jump, and they do, but no flags drawn. A dump out wide, and he's wrapped up outside by number 13, Daniel Sawyer. So that will be enough to move the sticks, about a 10-yard gain on the play.
Well, 3rd and 5 and run, sprint out to the trips, and they got a pretty good look at the back and the receiver in the flat, and that was a pretty easy pitch and catch.
Yep.
Still moving at a good pace. They're not taking their time, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Quarterback fires it over the middle, and he's wrapped up by number 23, Brock Sumter. Again, another sophomore turned junior, lining up for this Stony Point team, which, just leads to the fact that these guys all have another year together, Coach. Another year to bond, get better. Right now we're seeing Eastview driving down the field at a rapid pace, as you mentioned, Coach.
That's the way most folks do things nowadays. They're using their H-back. They're flipping them over to they're in a tight end set right there, run the football right behind their tight end.
Absolutely, and tripped up there by number 13, Daniel Sawyer. Again, that's Keishan Rainey on the run there. So ball at the 1-yard line here, folks. Handoff up the middle, and running back surges in for a touchdown. Tackle was made, again, by number 13, Daniel Sawyer. So quick drive there, Coach. Only about 2 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock. They started off in good field position. That's really what made the play.
Well, they come out in the swinging gate, see if they're going to do anything. Nope. Just going to line up and kick it.
These days you have no idea what they're going to do on kickoffs or on kick plays at all, because anybody can get the ball. But, yeah, lining up for a kick here. That is number 44 for them, Aaron Reyes. He'll be kicking for Eastview. Stony Point was coming, but that splits the uprights. Patriots go up 7-0 here, Coach. And
Zach, I'm not going to be the crotchety old coach here, but the kicker didn't even have his mouthpiece in. Gee whiz. Back not too long ago, that was a penalty. Kid doesn't have his mouthpiece in during a play. It's a delay of game penalty, but that's not the case anymore, and obviously, because the kicker is the star of the show on an extra point.
Absolutely, yeah, and things have changed a lot. A lot more swag out here today, Coach, than maybe a couple years ago. The cleats have gotten flashier, so it's a different game. People don't wear pads below their knees anymore, so it's a good one. But here you go, Stony Point in a little bit of predicament here, Coach. Early, we do have a returning sophomore quarterback, Kenneth Calbus, who we haven't really talked about yet, but showed us a lot of flashes of great potential last year. Had a great arm on him, and not to mention his weapons on the outside.
I was about to say, Zach. He's not the only one they're excited to see coming back. There are a lot of guys on that offensive side of the ball that the fans, the coaches, everybody, I heard them talking about it as I was coming in way before everybody, before they were letting people in at 6 o'clock. There are all kinds of people in the parking lot getting ready for the game, and they're all excited about this Stony Point offense. Let's see what they're going to do now.
Absolutely, yeah. Saw some cookouts, some good old-fashioned tailgating on a Thursday night. Here comes the kickoff, a short kick, and that's going to be fielded by number 3, Joaquin Pena, who gets eaten up on the play right there. But ball is at the 25-yard line. So, again, here we'll be seeing the first shot, and it looks like Andrew Hill is going to be heading out there with Oliver James as the running backs outside. Of course, we have Kenneth Calbus coming in to play. He is number 5, folks, so number to watch. And then as outside goes Tristan Rhymes, again, one of those star receivers last year, averaged a little bit over 60 yards a game, so he's looking to add on to that total. And then on the other side, we have Gomez. Yep.
Gomez and Rhymes last year, they were pretty special for sophomores.
And here comes the swing run here, and that goes out for about no gain there. Andrew Hill on the carry. Again, Hill, one of those returning players from last year, had a great year. His brother was on the team as well last year, so look to see both of them again.
I talked to one of the coaches before the game. I think the other Hill's playing football for Manor now.
Oh, absolutely.
So we have I don't know. I don't think it's an NIL deal or anything like that, but that's what you would you said it's a different game.
Yep.
There's a lot
and Kenneth Calbus on the rollout there, he does not complete it. That was intended for look like number 14 out there. No, I'm sorry. Number 18, Alex Freeman. Again, that is another name from last year, guys. We are looking at a Stony Point team facing a 3rd and 10, ball at the 25-yard line, and down 7-0 here. 2 plays started for no gain here, but looking to see what they draw up on 3rd down. Again, anything could happen. It could be a close 4th down situation or get the 1st down here. So looking at a 4-wide set here, ace on each side. Kenneth drops back, feels the pressure, and ultimately gets taken down on the play. A lot of pressure was brought there on the middle, from the middle linebacker position. So got in there on the play, a sack for about 8 yards.
These skill guys can do whatever they want out there, but if they don't have time to execute and run their routes and get open, it's going to be a struggle. They're going to need to take care of that up front.
Absolutely. It's always one in the trenches. Lining up to punt for the Tigers is Noah Lopez. So we'll see. He's a returning player as well, senior. Booming kick. That's got a lot of hang time, and it's a fair catch right at the 45-yard line. So great punt there. Allowed his teammates to get down there and get right in front of the defender. So we'll pause right here and go right to a quick commercial break.
Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property.
Ball at the 45-yard line here, folks, and it looks like we have some motion here. Quads to the left, and we have a pitch out. and that goes nowhere. It actually goes backwards, and that is a great tackle. Number 25, Tristan Butler on the play. Tristan looked like he put on a few pounds, Coach, and in terms of muscle. He looking big out there. I remember him from last year. Great player, returning to this team, again, manning that, kind of defensive end position. And
well, they tried to trick him right there with the formation, and they didn't get what they wanted out of it. They're in regular old trips, open set, motion to open, or wide open set with 5 wide.
5 wide here, yeah, Coach. Don't see this too often. Well, I guess now you do, but pressure almost gets there. Quarterback escapes the pocket and is wrangled down by number 13. Again, that is Daniel Sawyer. He's been all over the place tonight, folks. He's making some good plays. Does not allow the ball to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd down and about 12 here, y'all.
Looks like the Tigers are going to put in a rush package on 3rd and long. They brought some smaller guys in on the defensive line, going to
line up a little bit prevent here. 3 men on the field, or 3 men on down line, going against the 6-man front here. Quarterback drops back to pass.
Watch for the tight end,
gets
right up the seam.
Tight end number 2. Ball was intended for Luke Martin, but again, number 24, and that is Lucas Garcia, another name from last year, another sophomore turned junior. Lucas Garcia makes a great play here, and now this Eastview Patriots are facing a 4th and long situation.
4th and long, and they're keeping regular personnel out here.
Yeah, they look like they're going for it. Might be one of those situations where the quarterback just kind of drops back and punts it, but we'll see what happens here. Yep, he's taking a little 8 yards drop, so he'll probably just punt it away. Almost blocked there.
Boy, that's dangerous.
Almost blocked.
And he shanked it.
So Tigers.
Worked out for the Tigers for sure right there. Tried to get a little bit tricky. They went down the first series and had no problem whatsoever, it looked like, moving the football. And then they tried to go to an unbalanced quads look, and that blew up in their face. Then couldn't block them on the next play, and then right there they, I don't know.
They punted away. But that's what happens for these offenses, right, Coach? When you need to get in rhythm, you need to keep the plays' momentums moving. If you don't get that initial first down push, then that's what happens. So Kenneth Calbus, again, comes back to the helm, hands it off, and that's number 8 on the play. That's Eric Bolton. So Aaron on the play, he was another returning player from last year, had some good runs as well, some long runs from last year, if you don't remember, Coach. But that almost 3-headed attack of the Hills and Bolton was deadly last year against a lot of teams running the football.
I think he ended up being quite a player a little bit further into the season that we went.
So twins on the right, single receiver Rhymes. Now we have a motion here. Calbus, again, hands off to Bolton. Bolton staying on his feet there, taking on a gang of tacklers, and he looks like he has enough for the first down. We'll see where they spot it.
Yes, sir. Looks like he's going to motion him. Motion him for a first down.
Nope, they don't give it to him. 3rd down and about 1.5 inches, folks. Wow, that is a – oh, no, there they are. They're sending them over now. Yep, that was a first down. It looked like a first down from up here, Coach.
Yeah, down here the official was pointing first down. They just hadn't moved over yet.
Again, it's a beautiful night here, everybody. 86 degrees as the Tigers take first down, first snap in the opponent territory. Handoff up the middle again. Bolton dancing around back there. Ends up getting about 5 yards there, and that's enough to get them down to a second and about 6 to go. So a good positive play there to start the half or start their drive. Really looking here, Coach, to see when they kind of open up and go on offense. Seems like they're running the ball here, settling everybody down after that first drive, right?
You know, Zach, everyone's thinking got a returning quarterback. You've got 2 stud receivers coming back. We're just going to chunk it all over the place. Sometimes it just doesn't quite work out like that.
Yep.
Sometimes you need to get those guys, like you said, in a rhythm.
Here you go, Bolton. He breaks it on the outside, again showing that speed. He initially was wrapped up for almost going to be a loss, but then bounces out of it somehow and spins up in the field for about a 25-yard gain. So the ball is at the 20-yard line now. And just like that, a big chunk play for the Tigers here. First play, we've seen some fireworks happen, but we know this is just the beginning.
Doesn't really hurt my feelings to see them ground and pound and just push those guys around and break runs. I really like the run game, as you probably remember playing quarterback.
Absolutely. The veer offense, triple option. Another handoff, 4 straight handoff here to Bolton. Why not give it to him? He's gotten positive yardage every single play. Again, 5 more yards to add up to the front. So looking at the offensive line here, we have Julian Garcia at number 52. We have number 73, Javante Yeager. Number 61, big guys up front, Samuel Dermini. And then number 64, Santiago Sapien. So really got a big guys up front and got to give them some love, especially after they've been pushing them around on this drive. 4 positive straight run plays on this. So now we have a 2-back set here, 2 split out wide. Sends a man in motion.
2 backs, and they have 2 high safeties, so I have a feeling they're just going to keep running at them.
Running at him, giving him those 5 yards every single time. So about 4 minutes and 45 seconds left, and 3rd down and about 2.5 to go here, folks. So
I'd say they have 2 downs to get those 2 yards. I think they're going to go for it if they get only 1, or even if they get stopped at the line of scrimmage. I can see Coach Cheshire telling his boys, hey, let's really make a statement right here and go for it.
Yep, subbing at lineman, James Adarente comes in for Kevin Barrios. We'll see the snap here. Again, same formation that we just saw, folks, Twins, and snap, give to Bolton. That goes nowhere. Bolton is wrapped up. They'll stay forward progress, stopped at the line of scrimmage. So, again, Coach, this is where it comes down to, do we trust it? Should we go for our field goal? Right now, Coach Cheshire, you know him better than I do. You probably know what he's thinking.
Well, I'm thinking he's going to go for it, and I wouldn't be surprised if everyone thinks they're going to be running it right at him, and he says, okay, we've got 2 dudes out wide. Let's have one of them go make a play.
So a little tight set here. 2 wide receivers out left, both the stars that we've been talking about. And a nice little throw out wide to Gomez. Gomez, go ahead and take that one in for a touchdown, adding to his total from last year. Last year he had 6 total touchdowns. This year he gets one in the first game. So touchdown Tigers.
Well, that's one of the 2 dudes we've been talking about, Zach. We're excited to see these guys. Number 2 and number 4, we knew they were going to be a part of it, and sure happens to be the deal right out of the gate.
Yep, so we saw 6 straight run plays by the Tigers, not even attempting one pass, and then the first pass play they choose to draw up ends up in a touchdown. Great call there. And here's the hold and the kick, and that is good. Noah Lopez makes that one and ties the game up. So both teams have drawn some blood here, Coach.
We have a flag down, Zach.
Flag down. Getting ahead of myself here. Let's see what they end up calling it. Looks like it's on the defense. Quick pace here, Coach. As we're sitting in 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first quarter, it feels like it's just been action on action. Already got in 4 drives, for 2 for each team. So, great pace that we're seeing so far.
Counting them up for kickoff team, that I'm telling you, Zach, there's not much better than sending your kickoff team out there because you know you just scored, you know you have momentum going your way. Time to get the defense out there, get another stop, and let's see how things shake out here pretty soon.
Absolutely.
They look pretty good up front that time. After the first series, kind of mentioned we got to get this figured out.
Yep.
With having pressure on the quarterback and getting stuffed in the backfield, and then they go down and have a beautiful drive right there. I'm sure Coach Cheshire is excited about that.
Absolutely. And, typically in week 1, week 1, week 2, week 3, we see the defenses tend to dominate a little bit more because offense takes a little bit to get more in rhythm. There's a lot of things in motion that you got to learn. Defense, you kind of just are able to go out there and get after it. But offense usually takes a little bit to get clicked. But both of these offenses here tonight, Coach, seem to be in rhythm at least 50% of the drive so far.
Well, Zach, as you're well aware, there's a crazy thing that's a phenomenon that has taken over high school football, and that's 7-on-7.
Oh, yeah.
And these guys, it's not really quite the way it used to be, where offenses have to take a while to get things figured out. Let's learn the system. Let's figure out where my receivers are going to go on this route and get some time. Zach, they're doing it year round.
Absolutely.
They really are. And I love it, and it's really pretty intriguing.
Yeah, 7-on-7 is a great thing. Here comes the kick from Noah Lopez. Just a bounce into the end zone here, folks. So that will come out and be a touchback. But that was applied because of the penalty on the initial field goal, which is why the Tigers were kicking from the opponent's side of the field. But we'll see the defense come out again. It has been a good showing so far, especially on that second drive, Coach, that they didn't let up anything.
No, and the defense is going to have to continue to play like that. I could see these guys really working towards getting better and better and better as the game goes on, because although there are a handful of guys that we recognize from last year, they did lose some really good players.
Yep. Motion here. Eastview takes the snap from the 25-yard line, hands it off outside to their running back, number 3. He ends up breaking a few tackles, cuts it back, and tries to make a play, but there is a flag down in the backfield. This one's going to be coming back, look like holding on the play. We'll see what the call is there, Coach.
Boy, that was a whole lot to get nothing.
Absolutely. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. Looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinox, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the AutoNation team at Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 Duval today. Let's drive together. That's our title sponsor, AutoNation. So we'll be hearing from them. But looking here, Coach, we have number 90 subbing in here. That is TJ Daniel, D-line, and he is a freshman here, Coach. So getting some freshmen in action early. You usually don't see freshmen on the varsity team unless they're truly, truly remarkably talented, which that does tend to happen in the state of Texas.
If you take a look at that rascal right there, he doesn't quite look like a freshman either.
Nope, not at all. And that's with the mark you can usually tell. But, as a freshman playing in varsity in Texas football, it is a big challenge to overcome. But
what do you mean? Every kid's not like Jeremy Curley. I coached him 4 years in a row. It didn't bother him as a freshman.
And
got it.
Timeout here? Yep.
Yes.
Timeout here. So we're going to hear from some of our sponsors, but we'll be right back.
Bush's Chicken is a proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard. Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more.
Ball is spotted here right around the 14-yard line, folks. So we'll be taking it here, but getting some time on the field. Looks like we have a 4-down lineman set here for the Tigers. And looking at Eastview, they have trips to the left and twins to the right, so it's a completely open set here for the quarterback. Not too often we see this happen.
No sooner do you mention the front we get, look what happens. They change up and they drop one of their down linemen to linebacker. So
here we go. Snap. design quarterback keeper, but snuffed out. And that's who we were just talking about, Coach. Number 90, TJ Daniel, the freshman, coming in, making his presence known right away.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Right out of the gate, he comes in there. He was playing middle school football last year, if you think about it.
Absolutely. So 4 down linemen here for the Tigers. Motion here for Eastview. Eastview takes the snap, roll out left. Quarterback's got some time. He delivers the ball, but it is a little bit out of reach there on coverage. Number 7, that is Eric Spencer, senior. So a couple times they've dropped back to pass, Coach, and have felt the pressure and also not been able to deliver a ball that is really catchable because these defenders are right on their tails.
That's nothing new for Stony Point defenders. Their defensive backs have been really good the last few years.
And so here comes, looks like 3rd down here for the Tigers. Gomez
Motion
back.
to empty.
Gomez back for the Tigers, potentially for a big play. Number 3 catches the ball. That is Keishton Rainey. But on the tackle, number 24, Lucas Garcia, as well as Reed Hoyle.
Zach, if you think about it, as good as the DBs have looked so far on this initial quarter, they're playing without Caden Cook.
Yep.
He's a Cal commit. He's a special talent.
Absolutely, and the punt unit comes out for both teams here. And I don't know if you noticed on that play, Coach, but Andrew Gomez was lined up as a deep safety there. Not sure if they have him in some unique packages for defense. But anyways, punt goes away. It's a little short, but received by Tristan Rhymes right around the 48-yard line of Eastview. So great starting field position for the Tigers here, Coach.
It was also a 3rd and a long, long way to go for a first down. And who else might be better to have back there ball hawking than one of those 2 receivers that they have who go get it all the time offensively?
Yep, absolutely. And,
to the wide side, we have trips, and wouldn't be surprised if we changed our tune and opened it up and chunked it around a little bit on this drive.
Yes, sir. So Coach comes in with a design read play there, and Kenneth Calbus makes a nice play. Only ends up getting about 2 yards there, but a nice spin move to get out of what seemingly was about to be a big hit. Senior night here tonight, folks, for the Tigers. We had a beautiful ceremony earlier tonight where the parents were able to walk the seniors down the field, and really just a great night. Every senior night and homecoming are usually the most special nights for the seniors. But here we go. Tight set here. Kenneth Calbutz takes a deep drop, delivers a good ball out to Tristan Rhymes, who makes a play about 6 yards on the play there, which will give it to about a 3rd and 2. So Tristan Rhymes goes up there with about 3 defenders around him and makes a good grab and ultimately gets a couple yards.
I don't think they have a hard time deciding they're going to throw it up to Tristan anytime.
So 2-back set here. QB keeper again. Kenneth Calbus gets a little bit more room, and that's just enough for a first down. So first down here for the Tigers will be ball at the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. So continue to knock on the door here, folks. 1:07 left to go as Kenneth Calbus ran out of bounds there to stop the clock. So we'll see. They still got plenty of time here. Obviously, the first quarter still. So it's been a jam-packed game so far.
You talked about senior night, and we'll after this play, we'll talk about last night's games. They played their sub-varsity games.
Snap here. Kenneth Calbus has some time. Delivers a good ball over the middle to Gomez, and that's just a great pitch and catch there, Coach. Ball will be down right around the 19-yard line, but you can't really ask for that. That seems like 2 guys who know each other and are in lockstep with another.
That's going to be tough for most teams Stony Point plays this year.
And it's just something that you develop after playing with someone for multiple years on end. Timing, and it's truly crucial. Knowing your players, knowing where to throw it, it's almost automatic at some points. Handoff here, and that's to Hill. Hill's got some room here. He ends up taking this for about almost 10 yards, but ball will be right out at about the 12-yard line here. So a 7-yard gain here.
Zach, you mentioned timing, getting all those things together, quarterbacks with their receivers. It helps having a quarterback with a big arm who's had a year of experience and 2 or 3 stud receivers that he can throw to who can get open against most teams any play.
Absolutely. Here we go. Another handoff here. Hill takes that up the field and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Won't be a gain of any yards here, but as the clock ticks down, it's about 22 seconds left. Probably see maybe one more play. If not, they'll take it to the next quarter. Yep.
They're coming on down.
They will come on down. So we'll take a short break here, folks, and then we'll come back and talk about some JV football. But give me 1 second. We'll be gone.
In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Welcome to the iHSFAN Webcast Network. You are watching Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Covert Ford, Bush's Chicken, Ideal Sign.
So you just heard from our sponsors there. Looks like we'll have a false start to start the play. But, Coach, we just mentioned some JV football. Would love to hear the scores from last night's games.
Last night, the JV Stony Point won all 3 of the underclassmen games, sub-varsity games, 20-12 with the JV. The 9th grade gold was 34-20. The 9th grade blue was Stony Point 48, Eastview 26. So 3 for 3 so far for Stony Point, and they're getting ready to punch it in for another score to take the lead right here.
Yep, 3rd down and about 8 off of that penalty. But Kenneth Calbus opens up wide open. Tristan Rhymes over the middle. He gets into the end zone. Let's see where. No, they're going to give him down at the half-yard mark. He looked like he extended just enough for that touchdown, but they do call him down right at the half-yard mark. So either way, Stony Point gets out of a predicament on the false start there, which, first game of the year, we kind of expect, some penalties to kind of occur. It'll be a little sloppy, but up to this point, no penalties for either side. So start that second quarter with one of those plays. But either way, it ends up being a first down and about 3 inches to go to goal.
Well, when Gomez lines up this far out wide, he's either running slant or they're going to give him the football inside.
And Kenneth Calbus pulls it.
They just run it in.
Pulls the ball, ends up doing his Vince Young imitation, and gets to the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. And that will put Stony Point up 13-7 to start the game. So flipping the script here, scoring 13 unanswered against Eastview. Definitely applying the pressure now, Coach.
Zach, you went there. I know you're a diehard Longhorn and saying it's a Vince Young reenactment ideal.
It's the first week, Coach. I'm excited. But
yeah,
that puts that one through the end zone.
I know what you're saying. It was the right side anyway. But
yep, you're right. Well, puts it through the goalpost. But, again, another flag. Same thing we saw on the other side of the field. Potentially against Eastview as they look like they're arguing. Yep, declines the penalty. So splits the upright, and that will put Stony Point up 14-7.
Once again, it's always good to be on the sideline hollering, kickoff team, kickoff team. I remember I was a young coach in Lockhart when I first was my 3rd year coaching, and I was the high school kickoff team, and my one job was to get the kickoff team, holler at all of them, and get them all together, and then punt team, make sure punt team get ready, and I was that guy, and I'd hold my hands up. I was so excited down on the sidelines, and it was a great time.
And there's always the one kid that you need to come over
gosh.
there. Yeah, you got to yell at to get over there.
And I bet you remember as a kid at your childhood, I bet you still remember to this day who that guy was that you grew up playing football or whatever with.
Always just cracking up on the sideline. But that's the glory about it. Everybody's friends here. These guys really just grow such a unique bond being together almost like 90% of the time, just going home to sleep essentially, especially during football season when you're at the school every single day except for Sunday.
Yeah, Zach, I still, every year I'll send to, some of my buddies. This year, even one of my pastors at our church, Pastor Hall, Michael Hall, I sent him what I always send. It's one of the most inspiring pregame speeches I've ever heard, and I love it, and I listen to it every year.
Gets you right in the mood for football season. So
exactly.
We have Noah Lopez kicking off here. Deep boot. That's going high to the sky. Will be fielded right around the 13-yard, and it goes right out of bounds, muffed out of the hands. So great kickoff there to start, and ball will be placed right at around the 15-yard line. So tough field position for Eastview to start off the game, but Coach, the Tigers got to love that.
Okay, after the first drive, Zach, defense has been on point. They've looked great. They've gotten 2 stops. They seem to be controlling the line of scrimmage. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Absolutely, yeah. Getting some push on the offensive front or the defensive front, and that offensive line definitely having a tough time. But looks like Eastview is all about the tempo. So once they get going, it'll be easy to stop. So you're good just stopping them to begin with, and don't let them get into any rhythm. Motion here. Fake handoff. Quarterback looks opening up, and he throws a dart. But again, the coverage has swallowed them up. That is number 23 on the coverage, Brock Sumner. So again, another sophomore turned to junior who is starting on this defensive field, and they are not giving up a single deep ball.
I would guess they see plenty of those in practice, Zach.
Iron sharpens iron. Handoff here right up the middle. Ends up going nowhere, and that's a big, big stop underneath the pile there. Is getting up is Michael Martinez. So he created a lot of pressure there. And, Michael is a senior. So shout out to Michael, senior night, making a big play there. Trips to the right. Quarterback looks back for an easy hitch route, which nets them about 7 yards here, y'all. So it'll be about a 4th down and 3 to go. We'll see if Eastview gambles the dice a little bit with a 4th down offensive play. And it looks like they might be going for it. Interesting spot here, Coach.
Zach, they're not changing personnel at all, but they didn't do it. They flipped the back to the left side, so there's a chance they're going to just back up the quarterback and let him kick it away again.
Would be very risky to go for it on this play, but only about 2 yards away, so we'll see if they roll the dice. 8 seconds to snap the ball. Quarterback lines up, and they shift out into a normal set here. Handoff up the middle. It looks like they just got enough for that first down here, so the gamble ends up working out for Eastview, and they get the first down.
They did. There looked to be a little bit of confusion right there with the boys out there, but they pulled it off and ran inside and got after it for a first down.
9:40 left in this second quarter here, and ball is a beautiful pass over the middle and caught by Keeson Rainey, but brought down by, again, a gang of tacklers there for Stony Point. Eric Spencer was in on the action. So that's the first deep ball we've seen get completed, and it goes right to their running back, who they found a lot so far in this game. He's been highly targeted. And a penalty will erase that play completely.
Yikes, that's a killer, Zach. That's just tough. You know, they had a great first drive. They go down, they punch it in, they take a lead on the road, then they struggle a couple series. They let Stony Point get it rolling offensively. They have a big play. Everyone's fired up on the side. Penalty brings it back. That's tough.
It is. It's extremely tough for the players, especially after going for it on 4th down, like you mentioned, and wanting to go for a big play. But it now makes it 1st and 15 from their own 21-yard line. Handoff here. Running back has some room to work. Brought down on the outside, and that was a big hit there by number 11 on the play. That is Joaquin Mendez in on the action. So he was able to make a big pop on the running back there, who ended up getting about 10 yards there. So it'll be a 2nd and about 4 to go. Ball on the 33-yard line. Here's the snap. Another handoff to the running back, and he's gobbled up by the defensive line there. So great play. Also
Gonna be close.
Also
but I think he got it. Think he got it, Zach.
Reed Hoyle. Yep, they're signaling the chain crew to move it on. 1st down here. So ended up erasing that penalty after it set him back on that 2 run plays.
Defense needs to stiffen up now.
Absolutely. They've been out here for a long while after the first couple drives. They were pretty quick. This is one of the longer ones, but we'll see here. Eastview getting some momentum rolling. This is where they start to do some work here, but coming out in a defensive front here is the Tigers. Blitzing. Quarterback steps up, ends up reading the defender there, and gets about 12 yards. Tackle made by Tristan Butler on the outside there. 1st down. Eastview at their own 48-yard line.
It is fun watching teams run option football, even though it's not under center and triple option type stuff. You can tell the quarterback's reading an in-man line of scrimmage or a linebacker or whoever he's supposed to be reading. It's fun to watch that.
It's fun to watch, and it's tough for the defense to play. As you know, they have their assignments. Sometimes they're taught to chase the running back. Sometimes they're taught to stay home. It's the quarterback's decision there, and he drops back to pass, fires over the middle after a few pump fakes. That ball is caught again by Keeson Rainey. In on the tackle again was Joaquin Mendez.
That's not they like that little play right there where they're going to get twins, run them on a route, and then get the back out of the backfield and run him right up the seam.
Over the middle, easy for the quarterback to see. And again, a run play here. Tackle made on the outside. That was Eric Spencer on the play. So making a big pop there, but keeping the ball moving and keeping the 1st downs coming is the Eastview Patriot offense here, as they have the ball now at Stony Point's 39-yard line.
Just as important for them, they're keeping Calvis and Gomez and Rhymes off the field.
Long sustained drive here. Handoff up the middle. Play made by Mendez. So that will go for about 3 yards on the play. Make it a 2nd down and 7. About 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in this half. We're seeing the offense of Eastview take their time here, going a little bit slower, but still getting up to the line pretty quick. We got twins to the left, at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver up top. Motion here. Hard snap count and deep rollout pass. He gets almost sacked for a huge loss, but the quarterback ends up taking it down the field, and that will be tackled by Jordan Garcia. So almost a 20-yard sack on the play, but ends up going for about 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and about 3 to go.
Looked right there like they're going to try and bootleg to the right and bring one of their receivers from the right side all the way back and try and sneak him back, but did not. It ended up okay for him, but it didn't work out like they had planned. Good job by the defensive front, putting pressure on him.
Yeah, and now we have a trips formation here, empty side to the left, and that's where they'll run to. But snuffed out by the Stony Point defense. That will be short, and that, again, on the play is Daniel Sawyer. So he's flying around there making plays happen. 4th down and about 1 to go, Coach. You know they're going to probably go for this as they already went for it on this drive on a 4th down.
They are, and, boy, I'm telling you, this would be really, really a letdown for them if they can't get a first down right here. They're going to hurry up to the line and snap it.
QB sneak, and I think they got enough. Fumble.
I think they blew it dead already.
We'll see where they spot it. It looked like he had enough for a first, but we'll see.
Looked like they were trying to do a little Jason Kelsey and Jalen Hurts action there.
And that will be enough for a first down just by a few inches. So getting to that spot, getting to what needed to be done, that's what Eastview did. And so they took 4 plays to do it, but they got the first down. Now the ball is inside the 30-yard line at the 29 for Eastview as they have about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this half. Rollout smash. Ball ends up going harmlessly to the turf, but in the quarterback's face, again, was TJ Daniel, the freshman, who's been getting a lot of playing time tonight, Coach.
Yeah, it's definitely impressive seeing a 9th grade kid who's probably, I don't know, 14 years old out there running around playing with some guys who are 18.
It's always amazing. And looks like we have some subs coming in for Eastview as they try to get set up here. Long drive here. They're trying to waste a lot of time, but not a running clock since the incompletion.
Reverse.
Watch the reverse here. And quarterback gives a block. A big hit. Big hit there by Lucas Garcia. That will not be enough for the first down, but it gets about 8. So we'll see. Garcia's
down. It looked like he grabbed his shoulder right after he made that good tackle.
Yeah, huge hit there.
Yeah, that was.
We'll pause here and go to a commercial break.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
So we're back here, folks. It is Stony Point up 14-7 against Eastview. Eastview is knocking on the door here. We have them rolling out to the right. Handoff up the middle to the running back, but it gets snuffed out on the tackle. Number 26, Reed Oil.
Big down again.
Yep, another 4th down face. This is the 3rd 4th down they've faced on this drive. They've gotten both. All 3 of them are now within short yardage. So let's see what they draw up. Clock is running here. 4 minutes and about 37 seconds left in this half. This is a huge play, and we can feel the stadium shaking as every fan in the stadium is stomping their feet. Quarterback takes the ball, gets hit at the line of scrimmage, and that will be a stop for a 4th down there. A great tackle down on the field by Reed Oil. He did a great job filling the gap and sticking the quarterback, and that play goes for nothing.
Went to it again. Obviously, that's the thing to do right there. If you're going to get it on 4th down twice and it's only 1.5 yards, maybe a short 2 yards to go, they're going to go for it again. That was just a stalwart defensive effort right there by the Tigers.
Great effort there, like you said, Coach. And now we have
I'm not going to lie to you. If I was a high school kid and I saw number 2 and 4 come out on the same side, I'm not sure I wouldn't be waving for someone. Hey, come on.
Come help.
Come, somebody over the top. Somebody over the top, just in case I need some help.
Yeah, absolutely. Those two on the same side is definitely a scary sight for all defenses. And we have about 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in this half. Let's see what Stony Point is able to do with it. Again, Coach, they have the talent. They have the big playability. About 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. So let's see what Coach draws up here as we have two receivers on the other side. Handoff here to Bolton. Bolton is able to move his feet continuously and able to get about 5 yards there. So clock will run 4 minutes and about 10 seconds here, folks.
That's plenty of time with these guys. They've got plenty of time to go down there, run the football all they like, or as much as they see something they want up front to run the ball, they can do that. Knowing they can always go over the top and blow the lid off this thing.
And have some timeouts at their disposal here. So clock is not necessarily the biggest issue. And Bolton is running hard today, Coach. Not going down on the first contact, sticking his feet up. So continuing to see that develop over this year is going to be great to see. Not the biggest guy, but he runs like he's a lot bigger, and he doesn't go down easily.
And competition's a great thing. When Bolton and Hill both are running backs and they both know each other can do the job, it makes the other one that much better. A lot of kids don't like competition, but the good ones really do.
And here we go, Coach. 3rd down and about 4 to go. Twins to both sides. And Kennick just takes off on the field, and he just slides down for a nice 10-yard gain. Smart decision. Didn't like what he saw there. He decided a pre-snap kind of where he was going and just wasn't there, so he just took off and ran.
Unlike last year where he might have tried to break it to the right or left and get a few more yards, I think he's starting to realize he's the dude. He needs to be out there. There's no chance of him getting hurt, doing something silly to where he gets hurt. So I'm just going to get out and slide.
He knows how important he is to this offense running smoothly. Twins to the left, motion to the left as well. Handoff here. Big hit. And that was a big hit by Isaiah Davenport-Bell coming in from linebacker untouched. And Bolton just takes a shot there. So that will be some negative yardage here for Coach. And we're getting closer to that 2-minute mark. 2 minutes and about 20 seconds in this half. So we might see the speed start to pick up a bit for here, Stony Point.
It doesn't take too long for him to get one going, but yes, I think there will be, if they get a first down right here, I think there will be a little bit more urgency with them sending plays in.
Yeah, taking about a long time to get this one in. 20 seconds gone off the clock, about 2 minutes left still. 2nd down and about 15 here. Tight set. Kenneth Cabas drops back, has some time, delivers a great ball over the middle to Tristan. Tristan does his magic and is able to get that ball close to the first down mark. That will be a gain of 14, and the ball will be downed right at the 46-yard line. Need to get to the 47 need to get to the 48 for first, so at the 47-yard line.
It's 3rd and 1. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw one out in the flats. They've been doing a good job running the football, but it's been pretty explosive every time they've thrown the ball lately.
And Kennick showing some poise on that play. Defender running in his face and just delivers a great ball. And Bolton sticks his nose up in there, gets what he needs, and that's a first down. So 1st down and a timeout here. So just as you imagine, Coach, we're going to go to a commercial break, but we'll be right back.
Members-only card club offering a wide range of daily.
Apologies there. It is just a first down. We'll go back to commercials in a little bit. But seeing this drive play out is something that needs to be, seen, folks. So coming down here, only about 50 seconds left, and the clock is still running. So we'll see what they draw up.
I don't know, but they brought in number 83 instead of their tight end.
And Kennick takes a sack here, gets back to the line of scrimmage, though. So They do take a timeout here, and that will pause the clock right at 33 seconds. So we'll be jumping to some ads here.
Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year.
So we're back here, folks. Kenneth Kalbas taking the snap here right under the 50-yard line. Loads up deep for a ball to Tristan Rhymes, and that will be picked off. So trying to go over the top there. Two defenders on Rhymes down the field, and all he could do was try to swat that ball to the ground, but ultimately gets picked off here with about 30 seconds left.
Not a bad idea right there, try and go up over the top. You had asked earlier about having Gomez back there on defense. I wonder what when it's definitely a passing down, looks like that's going to be the situation.
So that will be an incomplete pass. Ruled an incomplete pass. So no turnover there, folks. Surprisingly, looked like they went to New York with that one, Coach, and decided it's going to be a incomplete pass, not an interception. But that's a good play. Ends up bailing out. The interception doesn't go on the records yet as the first pick of the year. 30 seconds left here, and they're in a good position. 30 seconds left, 2 timeouts, so they have some time to kind of spare, get a play here. They don't get the first down. They got another play to go.
I guess Coach Walker over one of the assistant ADs overruled that. Like you said, they went to New York, maybe at the Palace. They're watching this game.
And so we'll be 4th down and about 5 here.
Not good losing one of your starting O-linemen on 4th and a big play like this right here.
Yeah, and it looks like we'll have clock run. So we'll see if we see a play as this one is rolling down. 13 seconds left. So they're going to get on the ball here. And the clock is still running. 5 seconds to go.
The Eastview coaches are on the field like it's a timeout, and I am completely confused with what's going on.
Yeah, not sure exactly what they need to sort through on this one, but the clock is stuck at 0:01, so 1 tick left, but I'm sure they might add on some more time here because of that little bit of an issue here. But, again, very confused. Now Eastview is ready to go after Stony Point is not ready to go and back in a huddle. We'll see what happens here. Maybe a full timeout has now been taken.
I still haven't seen an official wave his arms for a timeout. But neither here nor there. We're about to I have a feeling we're about to air it out and see some of the best receivers in Central Texas go after one down the field.
Yeah, definitely will test Kennick's arm strength here, as this ball will have to be at least 50 yards to get into the end zone as he takes the snap right at the 50-yard line. But we could also see them just kind of run this one out, Coach, without much hesitation. But, it is we'll see what we see. But, yes, no timeout charge to either team.
Well, Zach, however it ends up, folks, just make sure you're aware that at halftime we're going to be showing the bands and the drill teams. Remember, they put in a lot of time and effort and work to be recognized, and we want to make sure we do that for them. So we'll keep the camera rolling while halftime's going so they can be recognized as well.
Absolutely, and we'll find some scores from some other games around the area tonight. We'll be able to see that and also just chime in. This is a first game of Texas high school football season for Round Rock ISD presented by iHSFAN. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, comment, interact with our channel. We would love to see the fans bring us up to 1,000 followers. We're right there at the cusp. But, yeah, please make sure you guys like and subscribe to the broadcast. We'll be bringing you guys action all year long, so please hit that like button. But as we go into it, longest non-timeout I think I've seen, Coach, but they should be coming out of it here soon. And like you mentioned at halftime, definitely will be showing off the talents of both schools as they brought in their bands, and they've been working hard in the heat just as much as the football players.
I can tell you this, our game is probably the second biggest game watched tonight. And I'm not talking about the Taco Shack Bowl. I'm talking about prime time. Prime time. Isn't that Colorado game tonight? I think they're playing one of those Montana State games.
Well, if Coach Prime's tonight, then yeah, it's definitely the second most. But if he's not, then we're the first most.
Yeah,
we'll take that crown.
We're number one. But if Zach, if we're having to play second fiddle to Deion Sanders, we're okay.
Looks like Kansas is playing tonight. Missouri is also playing tonight. NC State. So we're getting started with everything so far tonight, Coach. Football, college football, high school football. You can watch football on any day of the week here in Texas. You can go to the middle school games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday game. It could be JV. Then you got varsity on Thursday and Friday. Saturdays down at DKR, and then Sundays, obviously. You got it. So we'll see how it goes here tonight. But fourth down here, and the longest timeout we've seen, but still trying to figure this one out with the refs. But we'll be going to halftime right after this.
Well, looks like we're going to be trips open, and I really have no idea what the complaint is over there because he's talking to the white hat. So we'll just have to wait and see. I will be curious to find out after the game what happened right before the half.
So there's the charge timeout to Eastview after all this time.
Okay.
And so they will actually take a timeout. So we'll pause briefly and go to commercials while we wait.
Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net.
So we're back here, folks, after timeouts taken by, it seemed like Eastview was charged the timeout there. So they will have one timeout left, but we come out in a trips wide situation here. Motion here, Tristan Rhymes on the outside, and they just hand it off. And Bolton takes it out the field. He has some room to work and gets slammed down to the ground for about a 20-yard gain there. So halftime is here, folks. Again, it is a beautiful night here on Round Rock. We're at downtown Round Rock, about 5 minutes from Round Rock Famous Donuts and the famous rock that they call Round Rock here off 620. But looking at about 82 degrees tonight. The sun has finally set at 8:08 p.m., and it is a beautiful night for some high school football starting off this week. Stony Point has to be feeling good at the half, right, Coach? I mean, up 14 to 7, and they really are looking good on offense and on defense.
I'm telling you, ever since that first drive, this defense has been absolutely lights out. It looked pretty rough that first drive when they went down and gave up a score. But ever since that, it's been very, very, very impressive.
Yeah, defense is definitely looking good, especially on that goal line stand there that we saw pretty much towards the goal line on 4th down. They went for it, end up getting the stop. Ball ends up coming back. They don't really do much with it with a little bit of time left. But Stony Point, again, showing their ability to go down the field and score, showing their ability to play defense. And this is going to be a tough team in district. These guys have a little bit more time under the belt, a little bit more time in the weight room, getting faster, making sure the playbook is all good. This is, Coach Cheshire has been at Stony Point for a long time, so he definitely has instilled in his players a sense of commitment, and that's something that you can see on the field tonight.
If they're as tough as they've always been, they're going to be fine on that end. The good thing I can tell you about Stony Point this year, there's nothing that's going to tell you that they don't have skilled kids who can hurt people any time of the game from any part of the field.
Absolutely.
And that's always a great luxury to have.
And from my time playing against Stony Point, I remember them being always a tough and hard-hitting defense, very physical team, tough to play, every year on the schedule, but always a good program here at Stony Point. We're going to cut to a commercial break here, but right after that, we'll bring you guys the Eastview and Stony Point bands and dance teams. We'll be right back.
Proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community in beautiful Georgetown, Texas. Contact realtor Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group today with a text or call to 512-740-1836 to learn more. In the heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Maze Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at mazestreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get together with friends, Pop Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
The Lodge Poker Club is a members-only card club offering a wide range of daily and tournament gameplay. In Round Rock, just off exit 251 on I-35, the Lodge now boasts the largest card room in Texas with 82 tables, comfortable chairs, and 40 75-inch TVs. The Lodge provides fully trained dealers and on-site security with state-of-the-art camera system to ensure the comfort and safety of our members. Open 24 hours a day. More information at thelodgepokerclub.com or call us at 512-614-4045. You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.
So, folks, we are back and looking at the Eastview dance team right now. So we're gonna leave it here. Wanted to shout out Auto Nation Chevrolet, who proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. Looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selections of Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at Auto Nation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com, then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's ride. With that being said, we'll take a peek at the Eastview Dance and Band.
Welcome to the iHSFAN Webcast Network. You are watching Round Rock ISD football presented by Covert Ford. Tonight's game is being brought to you by Covert Ford, Bush's Chicken, Ideal Signs, Alpha Paving, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events, Cameron Freeman at the Stacy Group, Maze Street Boutique, and Lodge Card Club. We also want to thank the 5 high school booster clubs for their support. Now let's head to the field. Here is Zach Epstein and Mickey Bouchon.
Welcome back, everybody. Good football time. Wanted to bring you guys into one of the sponsors here. AutoNation Chevrolet proudly supports Round Rock ISD football programs. Looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to AutoNation Team Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNation Chevrolet WestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit AutoNation Chevrolet at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's ride. Coach.
Zach, I tell you what, the first half has been a great first half, 14-7. Patriots come out, score on their first drive. They go down. And I'm thinking, geez, oh, Pete, this thing, we're going to have a hard time slowing these guys down. Defense gets it figured out, and it's been a shutout since, and the offense got 2 of their go-to guys going. Both of them put one in the end zone. I think if we looked at the stats, it would look like a close game by looking at the stats. Appreciate the coaches for Stony Point helping us out there.
Absolutely.
But, got a great second half coming. Coach Cheshire's walked out. He's getting ready to bring those boys out here in a couple minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. We're going to be seeing them soon. And, just to talk about the stats, we can see that Stony Point had a good amount of plays and yardage. So seeing that they had 29 plays that went for about 150 yards, 0 turnovers here. That goes for an average yards per play about 5.2. Compare that to Eastview sitting at 3.7. They had 33 plays, 123 yards. So more yardage here for Stony Point. Both teams racked up 8 first downs in the first half, with both teams rushing the ball about 20 times, with Stony Point 20 times for 89 yards, and Eastview 21 times for 70 yards, 4.4 yards per rush for the Tigers, and only 7 dropbacks so far, 5 completions. So Kenneth Calabus is doing a little bit of work there, 61 yards and 2 touchdowns. Bolton has gotten the majority of the load here tonight. He's gotten 13 touches on 72 yards. Andrew Hill, again, is lining up there again with 3 rushes for about 7 yards. Tristan Rhymes has 3 receptions for 34 yards and a touchdown. Gomez, again, has 2 receptions for about 27 yards and a TD to go along with it. So that being said, it looks like a very tight match. And like you said, Coach, 14-7, almost identical in terms of offensive production. A little bit less efficient if you're the Eastview Patriots, but for Stony Point Tigers, you're liking what you're seeing.
Especially if you think about, let's take that first drive out. If you're Stony Point coaches right now, you're thinking, hey, if we had come out and played like that from the beginning, it'd be 14 or whatever to nothing, and let's keep this thing rolling going in the second half. That being said, second half, there's going to be a first drive. Instead of Eastview having the ball to get things started, maybe we can come out, take the ball down the field with a great drive to start the third quarter, and now we can start working towards pushing this thing out of reach a little bit.
Absolutely. And adjustment time is made in the locker room at halftime. Obviously seeing a team the whole half, you get to learn a little bit about, who they're trying to get the ball to, where they're going with it, on top of all the film that you watch. But ultimately, the first game of the year, you're always going to be a little bit shocked. What kind of adjustments do you think they were talking about in the locker room, Coach?
I think both teams defensively feel pretty good about themselves.
Right.
Neither team did that great of a job up front as far as knocking the other team off the ball. But the quarterbacks have been pretty good as far as escaping any kind of pressure they've been getting. So that hasn't been too bad of a situation. I look for Stony Point to come out and air it out just a little bit more in the second half.
Right. Only about 7 dropbacks there on 20 rushes. So they're definitely running the ball about 3/4 of the time here, folks. But yeah, some other scores from around the league here, the Central Texas area. The Prosper Eagles are taking on the Westlake Chaparrals, and Westlake is one of the best teams in the state so far. So they're looking to go to the state championship this year, but trailing by a point there. Lake Travis is also playing tonight. No score update there. We do see that the Taco Shack Bowl is close as the Trojans are up 15-7 against McCallum. And again, on the other network of iHSFAN, we have the McNeil Mavericks in a close one here against Weiss, looking at a score of 21-21 here in the second. So, yeah, Weiss and McNeil, Weiss especially a great team compared, especially when you look at last year, making it really far in the playoffs. And McNeil, a team that Coach and I both have some really fond memories of as I was attended there, and Coach Bouchon was my quarterback coach at McNeil High School. They made it to playoffs for the first time last year in 20 years, Coach. From 2004 to 2024, no playoff appearances, but they finally made it last year the first time. And this year, playing Weiss very well, 21-21 in the second half, in the second quarter.
That's saying something, and yes, that school was going to come unglued if they ever got things going and made it to the playoffs. And I'm proud of those kids for doing what they did last year. I just hope they can build on it, because some of those kids, I coached them at Deer Park.
Yep, absolutely. Coach has been involved in the Austin area for a long time. But here we go. Second half is about to kick off here, folks, in downtown Round Rock. We have a beautiful night tonight, 82 degrees, and that one will be fielded on the 10-yard line. Up the field, Tristan Rhymes goes. He's got some room. He breaks a couple tackles. He's still going, folks, and ultimately dragged down at the 35-yard line. A flag was thrown, though, so let's not get too excited here, but a fantastic return here by Tristan Rhymes as he's able to take it all the way down to 35, but this one is most likely coming back, folks.
Well, go ahead and get excited. They kicked it to him. Shame on them for seeing those results right there. I think it's going to be kicked over.
So we're waiting on the call here. Holding is the call against the kicking team. So ball looks like it will be placed at the 20-yard line to start off here. So, yeah, no re-kick there. Offense comes out onto the field. And, Coach, like you said, looking to see a bit more passing here. It is a bit easier to kind of get in the run game as far as the blocking schemes go. Just go hit a man, or if you're playing a zone scheme, then you know your assignment. It's a little bit more difficult with pass protection, especially facing rushes. So could be a reason, but ultimately we'll probably see a little bit more air yardage here in the second half. No push there from the line to start off, so that will actually go for about 2 yards here to make it to the 22-yard line as Andrew Hill takes that up the field.
And, of course, as soon as I make a comment about them opening up a little bit, airing it out a little bit, they go ahead and run right at them and get a 2-yard gain. But it's just starting this half, and they feel they need to get the running game going.
Yeah, and seeing this tight set again. So fake handoff here. Kenneth Calabas feeling some pressure. Gets the ball off, and that's just going to go harmlessly out to the sideline here. So no intentional grounding as he was outside the tackle box. But
right there, they were trying to bootleg left, and they had boot routes over there, go out flat, and he had someone right in his face. Had to turn around and just throw that thing away to avoid a loss.
And that's a smart play there by Kennick. He's able to, realize the play's not there and just get it out, live another day. So 3rd down and 8 to go here from their 22-yard line. A little bit of work to go here. Drops back to pass. Ball is over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Ball intended for Alex Freeman the running back, who lines up in the T position a lot. He really is kind of moving around a lot out there, but ultimately will bring up a 4th down situation.
I'm not sure if they refer to him as an H-back type position, but that's kind of what I would
H-back,
call
right.
him.
Yep. And back to punt again is Noah Lopez, so he's been able to get some booming punts. Gets that one away, and that's a nice deep punt. Returner has to backpedal a little bit and get some room to work here. Get some blocks, and that will be a penalty. We'll be coming back a bit, but tackled by number 27. That is Nathan Landry, senior there. So good tackle there by senior on senior night.
Well, it's laundry day for those guys. There's 3 yellow handkerchiefs right there.
And that's probably going to be a block in the back there, Coach. Saw it pretty clear as day.
Special teams penalties are just that's one thing about the game of football you can count on. It doesn't matter early in the year if you're seeing 2 of the top teams in the state or you're seeing teams that are just absolute 9th grade sub-varsity or probably even Pop Warner teams. Special teams, you're going to have penalties early on.
Very, very interesting, unit that goes on the field. Very important unit, often overlooked because offense and defense, are on the field a lot. But special teams is where you really can win field position. You can win games, especially with field goals, but you can also lose a lot of games. So here we go. Pass out wide, and running back is able to move around back there for no gain. Again, tackle is by Joaquin Mendez, so he is, again, flying all over the field tonight, making plays, but that goes for about a 3-yard loss.
Joaquin was one of the guys who played last year. We called his name an awful lot last year for the Tigers.
10 minutes and 17 seconds left. Quarterback rolls to his left, trying something really deep here, and just overshoots his intended target. That's Keaston Rainey, who has lined up at running back, at tight end, at wide receiver. He might even go play lineman later on, but he's been all over the field. They've been trying to get him the ball in any sort of way. In coverage on the play was number 7, Eric Spencer there. So great coverage, but ultimately just an underthrown ball.
All right, bringing in that 9th grade defensive lineman
and tackled on the back end. That is a sack. Tristan Butler has been coming all night. He's been trying to get to the quarterback, and he finally is able to get to him. Brings up a 4th down, and that was a negative drive there by the Eastview Patriots as they lost about 15 yards on that entire drive.
So at least we know they're lined up to punt this time. There's no guesswork on this one.
Yeah, no guesswork here. Lined up to punt. Looks like number 6 out there, Noah Herrera. And he takes a big boot, and that will be fielded with some room to run. Tristan Rhymes able to get up the field a bit, and that goes down to the 44-yard line.
I'm really not so sure I'd be punting to Tristan Rhymes very often the rest of the year.
Yeah, we just saw him take off.
He's too dangerous with the ball in his hand, and he is a problem.
Absolute problem, and he was not able to break that one free, but ultimately we saw him on the kickoff the last run, and he was able to take it about 30 yards down the field. So Tristan, very dangerous back there. He's definitely a playmaker. So we have twins left up top and twins to the bottom, so an ace formation, pistol in the backfield. Kenneth Calba sends the man in motion here. Just an easy handoff down to Bolton. Bolton tries to make some room and cut it outside. Ultimately goes for a 0-yard gain. So both defenses stepping it up at this point.
They came out and they obviously saw something they liked as far as running the football, because they are sticking with their game plan and they're still attacking that line of scrimmage with the running game. Even though they know in their hip pocket they have some big playability.
And we'll see it right here. Kenneth Calbas takes a deep drop back. He's forced to escape the pocket and finds Gomez, who came back to the ball. It doesn't go for much here, but that's ultimately a good play that could have been a sack that is avoided and ends up getting a couple yards, makes it 3rd down and about 9 here. So, Coach, this is obviously a couple drives, not too much going on the offensive side yet. So we'll see what they call here, but, maybe thinking 4-down territory, kind of in no man's land. You're on the opposite side of the field, feeling good about that. So if you get a couple yards here, it could be all go.
Yeah, Zach, if they can get half of it right here, I am definitely in agreement with that.
So snap here. Has some time in the pocket. Kenneth delivers a strike out to Gomez, and Andrew Gomez just on that nice comeback route sits down and is able to flash his numbers, and Kenneth is able to hit him right on the money. So that will be a 1st down.
Again, having that in your back pocket, knowing you have it just about any time you want it, that's a pretty special feeling.
And, these cornerbacks are definitely giving some space, so that short underneath hitch route, is a bread and butter when it comes to quarterback and receiver. If they're giving you 5
Nothing
yards,
doing.
Take it. Yeah, nothing doing on that one. About actually a negative play here, so it'll be 2nd and about 11 here with the ball right at the 31-yard line. About 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Stony Point coming out here in an ace formation. Snap. Quick look over to Kenneth Calabas. He throws it up out to Kristen Rhymes, and looking for that go fade on the back shoulder, just ultimately throws it a bit too much outside and out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down and about 11 to go here. So feeling a little bit more comfortable throwing the ball a few times here on the early downs, but ultimately still looking at only like one positive play so far on this drive to get them that 1st down. So we'll see what they draw up here. Gomez lines up to your bottom of your screen here. Tristan Rhymes towards the top. In the backfield is Bolton, joined by Kenneth Calabas. Kenneth takes the snap. He's got plenty of time back there. Delivers a deep ball, and that's to Gomez. Gomez slips right through his hands. That was great coverage on the play, but ultimately was dropped. So that will be a 4th down and 10 situation. Love the gutsy play call there, though, Coach.
No doubt, and I guarantee he wishes he had another crack at that. Would have been a great catch, but a catch he feels he should have made.
Yeah, definitely see that.
He's that good. He's
right.
that good, Zach. We watched him last year. A lot of teams had a hard time covering him, and when he got a ball thrown to him, he was pretty special.
Yeah, he's a taller receiver, able to go up there and just kind of be a long body. But going for it here on 4th down, Kenneth Calabas takes up, runs over the middle to Tristan Rhymes, and that will be enough for a 1st down. So Tristan Rhymes and Andrew Gomez helping his quarterback out here, both of them going to their star wide receivers when they need him most, and that will be a 1st down. So got to be frustrating for Eastview. Got him in a 4th and 10 situation, almost gets a sack there. Kenneth looked like he was about to run, but that veteran in him decided, I'm going to throw the ball here. I know I can get it with Tristan right over the middle.
Takes a special quarterback to run looking to pass like that.
Fake handoff here was the read play, and Tristan had blocking on the outside, but Kenneth Calabas makes a couple moves and gets about 9 there, so showing his running ability. We knew this coming into last year, talking about, he's got an arm, but he's really mostly a mobile quarterback. We're seeing both of these statements be true tonight.
Well, game 1, 6.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. I'm not so sure he doesn't get a chewing out about making guys miss and ducking his shoulder and taking on a DB right there.
Yes,
I think it was a lot more impressive when I saw him make his big run and then slide down.
Important to always protect yourself as that quarterback, so that will be enough for a 1st down, it looks like. So it will be 1st and goal here from the 8-yard line. Stony Point has found a bit of a rhythm here, Coach. Started off with a rocky start, but now getting a little bit of movement. 3 positive plays in a row.
Reminiscent of the first half where they started out slowly on that first drive and got snuffed, and then 2 drives in a row go down and get after it and put it in the end zone. Well, let's hope we can get that thing going.
Yeah, and receivers towards the bottom of the screen split out super wide here. You got Tristan Rhymes towards the top, closer to the backfield. Pistol formation, handoff here to Bolton. Bolton looks like he takes it up the field for down to the 1-yard line. So good spot here to be in on 3rd down.
It's going to be 1st and goal.
It was already 1st and goal, so it'll be 3rd.
I'm sorry.
It was be 3rd down. No,
yeah.
all good. We it's far view from up here.
Let's see.
Second
down.
and
goal.
Yep.
There we go.
2nd and goal here. Kenneth Calabas dropping in the backfield. Another handoff to Bolton. Bolton's got the wide field, and he walks into the end zone. That's another touchdown for Stony Point, and it looks like there is a flag, though.
Yes, there is. On the near sideline, Zach.
Saw some celebration from the team, and then Kenneth Calabas comes off the field looking frustrated. So knew something was wrong there.
No problem. Offside defense.
Offside defense. So that will be a touchdown here, folks. Stony Point goes up and is able to take a 2-possession lead so far, 20-7, and Lopez comes on for the kick. And here's the snap. Hold is good, and that ball is right through the uprights. It is good. And so, folks, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate it. Tonight's broadcast is just one of many that we'll be having all year, all football season, bringing you Round Rock ISD football. But ultimately, right now, appreciate the love and the subscribes and likes. Coach, looking at that drive, what did you like out of it, and what didn't you like out of it?
Well, obviously, you like the fact that they finish it off and they punch it in, and obviously they're not going to give up what they want to do. They want to come out and run the football. They're going to keep giving the football to their back and let him run off tackle, make guys miss, run through guys, get hit in the backfield, -1. That's okay. We're going to keep doing it. And then they let him punch it in the end zone. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can definitely see the motor on these 2 running backs. They want to get in the end zone. They're fighting hard for those extra yards and, spreading the love around. So 2 touchdown passes for Kenneth Calabas, 1 rushing touchdown for Aaron Bolton, and we have a 21-7 lead over the Eastview Patriots with about 5 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. So time is becoming more of a factor here, especially after that last score, Coach. We will be seeing a great team here.
Zach, I don't mean to bring up something negative, but Coach Max down there with the Stony Point trainer, it looks like, and I hope everybody's okay down there. But they're on the field visiting about something. So
Coach Mack is the athletic director.
Yes, one of the assistant ADs here in Round Rock ISD, former head coach at McNeil High School. But usually I'm not used to seeing him with his walkie-talkie down there talking to anybody. But I haven't seen anyone go down. Let's knock on wood. I just did. I know it's for Micah, but we'll call it wood. This has been an injury-free game. I think Martinez hurt his shoulder. Isn't that who got hurt earlier? He had a stinger, it looked like, but he kind of he came up and had a big hit and then kind of walked off, that type deal. But outside of that, I haven't seen guys cramp up. It's early in the year. You kind of expect for guys to cramp up and
cramps are huge.
And that type deal, and I have seen absolutely none of that. Let's hope that continues the rest of the game, and let's hope if someone is hurt, he's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like we got the go-ahead to get going here, folks. But, yeah, about the cramping, it helps. It helps really a lot whenever we think about like how hot it is usually this time of year in Texas. Right now, only 82 degrees on the field. So it has been a special summer this summer. Not too hot. Not too much of those 100-degree temperatures that we saw, 60 days of last year. But, Coach, seeing those cramps, they do happen when it's a lot hotter and the sun's beating down. But ultimately, we're getting geared up for kickoff here as the Tigers have taken a 2-score lead against the Patriots. Patriots probably going to be coming out here a little bit more aggressive with their play calling as they know they're fighting in a little bit of a hole. Lopez to kick. High, booming kick, fielded at the 9-yard line, returned up the field, and tackle made by Matthew Gonzalez, the senior. So a lot of these guys making plays on the special teams and see a late flag come through.
Well, Zach, one of the things I think everyone would agree, even if there's a little more urgency to their play calling or something like that, they can't go much faster.
Right. You're right. Exactly.
The pace
They're paying
Eastview is
fast.
the pace that Eastview plays at is, Indy or race car or whatever, Daytona or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They go at a very, very fast pace, and it's interesting to watch. So.
Yeah, and definitely some pros about that is definitely tiring out the defense. And then when you're in rhythm, it's almost impossible to get subs onto the field when you're playing defense, and because there's no stop in the action. So you can get tired out pretty easily. But have only seen one or two of those drives so far. So defense has been playing well. Comes out at 4-down set here, 2 high safeties.
And on the bad side of that, Zach, when things aren't rolling, you're in and out, and the other offense is out there pretty quick.
Yep. Quarterback takes the snap, rolls out to his left, looking for someone open, does make the play there, and tackle made by Joaquin Mendez. So Joaquin Mendez coming over there and tackling play there. So that goes actually for about 20 yards on the play. Ball will be marked at the 40-yard line of Stony Point. So now they line up in a 5 set, all stacked up together. Almost picked off. Mendez almost took it the other way. It looks like they called it dead. They're hoping for a fumble there, but heads up, smart veteran play by Mendez. And he wanted that one to be a fumble.
I'm not so sure that wasn't a backwards pass. I'm just wow.
And the call didn't even come from the far side ump who had the better view was letting it go. It was the closer side ump who did call it dead. But nonetheless, 3 trips right, penalty here, false start more than likely.
Can't do that. And that kind of takes away from your getting in a rhythm and all that.
Penalties.
Now, penalty. Now you're behind the sticks. Now they can bring in guys who are fresh as opposed to let's keep those big boys out there and wear them out. Can't do that.
Yep, 2 high safety look here to come at the pistol formation. Quarterback fakes a screen, and he has a couple blockers down their field. Good play call here, and steps out of bounds. That was Luke Martin stepping out of bounds there, but only got about 10 yards back, so still going to be a 3rd down and 5. But we know this is most likely 2-down territory for Eastview.
Boy, it looked like that was developing to be a big play, and then lucked into or played it real well, one way or the other.
Yeah, Stony Point were able to get around the big offensive lineman out there in space.
Correct.
Handoff here to the outside. Looks like a play there was made, so good tackle on the outside, and that was made by Aaron Bolton, or I'm sorry, Mason. Yeah, Aaron Bolton was out there, the running back, so was able to make a play. So we see a couple guys playing both ways here for Stony Point, Gomez and Bolton. But that's enough for a 1st down, 4 minutes and 21 seconds as the clock stops as he ran out of bounds. Another screen here, and great block shedding ability by Daniel Sawyer. He had two guys in his face, just went right around him and made the play.
Just made a miss. Sometimes athleticism is a killer. You get those big boys out there, and it sure looks good, and then that outside linebacker DB just makes a miss, and there's not much they can do about that.
Nope. Handoff here, goes out left. Initially was met in the backfield, and that was by Joshua Landry. So he was able to get in there and almost make a play, but ends up only going for about 2 yards here. So it'll be 3rd and about 6.
Big down right here, Zacharoon.
Yep, 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And 3rd down and about 6 here. So Stony Point looking to get a stop. Free shot at the quarterback. Quarterback ends up escaping, is able to get a few yards here, and he'll get close to the first down. Will be about 2 yards short. So they're most likely going to go for it here, but almost had him in the backfield. And that was Joaquin Mendez, who met him initially about 5 yards back there, just wasn't able to make the play.
Right there, that situation, even if it was Kinnick, I would have been okay with the quarterback lowering his shoulders trying to get that first down.
Down a couple scores here, 4th down. This is a huge play. So Stony Point coming up and fake handoff. Quarterback able to read the defender there, and tackle made was by Brock Sumter. So another sophomore turned junior on this defense starting. Brock Sumter makes the play, but unfortunately after the first down. So 3 minutes left in this quarter. Eastview definitely taking their time here. They know that they have some clock to use, but it is ticking away. Motion here. False start will be the call, and that's got to be frustrating as a coach and as
just when you think you got things figured out and things are rolling your way, something like that happens. Boy, that's frustrating.
And usually they get cleaned up, but it is something that happens year round, especially going on a hard count after you've been going on one for the past couple plays. It always just and you get tired towards the end of the game. It's always a mind game. You got to be mentally strong. Handoff here up the middle, and that gets about all of the penalty yardage back. Will be 2nd down and 10, right around the 15-yard line for the Patriots.
They've absolutely got to score right here, I do believe.
And
if they're gonna keep us from going down there and putting this thing away.
And a long drive here. This is another sustained drive by the Patriot team. So defense definitely been out there for a minute.
They go to empty and quarterback run.
Quarterback run again.
They found something they liked, and they're just holding on to it.
And they give them the touchdown here. So that will be a score that looked like he almost got stopped at the yard line, but the refs give them the touchdown, and that is a great run by the quarterback there to get in there and shove his nose down the play. And we see the swinging gate here.
Well, I don't know why they didn't snap it, because there was a receiver out there with nobody covering him, and that's what I don't know. That's all I used to do is count. Is everyone covered, and do they have enough guys to stop our swinging gate?
So extra point attempt here, 13-21 here. Eastview inching closer with that score, and that will be a good extra point. So, folks, it's getting.
Well, they did what they had to do right there.
Yep.
They sure did. They showed a little moxie and put it together in a drive at a time they really needed it.
Able to make the play there, and it is now a one-score game with about 14 minutes left in the ball game. So 12 minutes next quarter, and will be probably one of the first games to hit the 4th quarter this year in Texas high school football. But looking at a great opportunity for Stony Point to come out here, stay calm, run their offense. They know what they're supposed to do, and they'll get it, and they'll be able to do what they need to do and get in the touchdown. But we've seen here a lot of the issues come on empty plays on 1st and 2nd down, and that doesn't let them get in their swing of the offense, but hopefully looking to mitigate that on this drive.
Exactly. That's what they want to hang their hat on right now. But that being said, they, like you mentioned, they do keep getting put behind the sticks, and it's been second and long quite often.
So Stony Point here, receiving the kickoff. Back to receive is Rhymes and Bolton. Kick is to Rhymes, who'll receive it right around the 14-yard line. Looking for some room here, and just gets tackled right around the 24-yard line. So that's where Kennett Calabas and Stony Point will start their drive from. So we'll be able to see what they have in store for today's game in the fourth quarter. See if these coaches bring out any special plays. It's always a kind of cat and mouse game. You never want to show your full playbook the first game because then the teams all have film on you. But obviously you need to get a win here first.
That win's really important. I would say they're willing to bring out whatever they need to bring out to get a score on this drive right here.
So Twins to the top of your screen here. Fake handoff, play action. Kennett Calabas looks wide open there and finds Andrew Hill for a big gain, but that's probably going to be coming back as there is some laundry in the backfield. A lot of those penalties coming on the offensive side of the ball tonight due to, first game, some jitters, also just, it happens.
Well, it's still first down, and we still have weapons out wide that we can get we've shown that we can get a first down anytime.
Right. It's just what we said.
It can be 4th and 11. It can be 3rd and long, 1st and 10. It doesn't matter.
Yep. 10-yard penalty hurts to start off 1st and 20. And again, behind the sticks.
Some teams it hurts a lot more. If you're running the triple option and you're wanting to get 4 yards of play, 7 yards, that type deal is a big play. That's a little bit different.
Here we go. Kennett Calabas drops about the pass, has time, throws it over the middle. That's a beautiful ball to Tristan Rhymes, and that he hauls it in right at the 29-yard line. So, Coach, like you said, erases about 15 yards of that 20 yards that they had to start off with, and now it'll be second down at about 5. Very manageable.
Very manageable, and it just goes to show what having weapons like that will do. If you push them, they know they can go deep on you. Wide open, throw it underneath, get a big play.
And not seeing much of a rush here from Eastview as they're dropping back into coverage. Three down linemen are coming now. 4. Handoff here to Hill. Not much going there. Will be 3rd down and about 4. But, seeing that the last play, Kennett had a good amount of time to, find his receiver, and that's credit to the offensive line giving him some protection. About 43 seconds left in the quarter here, so we'll see if they bring it a bit closer down to that 0-0 mark, but about 20 seconds to snap the ball on the play clock. Twins to the bottom of your screen, twins to the top of your screen, ace formation. Back to pass, Kennett hits the out route there, and that goes for a good gain, and catching the ball there was number 0, Oliver James, a running back who is a junior. So Oliver James getting involved here, and on the easy out route, simple, and it was open. So Kennett took it, and they ended up with the first down.
They're not just going to take it to the quarter. Looks like they're going to run another play.
Yeah, I think he ended up out of bounds. Clock did stop there, maybe for the chains. But
oh, yeah, you're right.
He was out of bounds. So handoff up the middle to Hill.
Nice cut.
Yep, Hill takes it out to about 2 yards, so it'll be right around the 45. But that will do it for us, folks. More than likely, we'll be taking this to quarter number 4 here. Yep, and they point out the clock here. So we're going to take a quick break and go to some commercials, but we'll be right back for Q4.
Alpha Paving Industries, LLC, is an award-winning, full-service paving and pavement maintenance company. We are headquartered in Round Rock with offices in Houston and Dallas-Fort Worth, servicing cities throughout Texas. In an industry typically known for its lack of professionalism and customer service, Alpha Paving Industries was founded with a vision to provide Texas with a trusted, dependable paving contractor that delivers a strong customer experience, meticulous project management, utmost professionalism, and quality workmanship. In 2013, Alpha Paving Industries, LLC was awarded the City of Austin Small Business of the Year Award for its outstanding service in the City of Austin, and was recognized this year as a top contractor with 4constructionpros.com. These awards are a testament to how we do business with all our customers. If you're looking for Texas's most dependable asphalt paving contractor, contact Alpha today.
Fourth quarter here in Round Rock, Texas, folks. It is game time here. One-score game, 80 degrees. Kenneth Calvas drops the pass, has pressure, escapes the pocket, is able to throw it outside. We do have a flag in the backfield, so this is most likely going to be on the offensive side. But Kenneth Calvas showing his ability to escape the pocket there and make something out of nothing, but it ended up being a negative play anyways due to the flag.
Well, let's see what we have here. I have a little discussion going on, and I can't tell if it's a hold.
Yeah, it looked like it was on whenever Kennick kind of rolled back out and spun out of it. It looks, yeah.
Spun out and came this way.
No flag. They will wave it off. So a no call there actually helps Stony Point.
So now it should be 3rd and 8. Is that correct?
Yep, 3rd and 8 down on the field right at the 45-yard line. So this is a big drive, big play right here for Stony Point and its offensive coordinator. Got to dial up the right play here. 8 yards to go. You know, maybe if you get it down within 1 or 2 yards, you think about going for it. But this would be a good field position game to flip the field completely if they don't end up getting it. But 3rd down, time to pass. Screen play up the middle, and there's room to work. There is room to work there. Big hit on the play here, but that is a great run and catch. Number 14 on the play. Matthew Gonzalez, the tight end. So a tight end screen. Yep, right up the middle. Great play call there. Gotta love to see that. They were not expecting that on defense. They were probably expecting it to go to Tristan or Andrew Gomez.
That's what I would have. That's what I would have bet.
And that's the benefit to having those weapons outside. The attention they draw. Not only can you go to them any play, but you can open up things for your other players. So calling out an audible towards the offensive line. Motion here. Handoff to Andrew Hill, and that's a big hit right there. Ends up going for a loss of 1 yard here.
Boy, that was a big lick right there. He came downhill in a hurry.
Came downhill in a hurry and was ready to make the play. But, Andrew Hill able to take that one. It actually doesn't go for a loss. It will be right back to the line of scrimmage here. So 2nd and 10, ball at Eastview's 41-yard line. Stony Point is sustaining a long drive here. Over 2 quarters, 10 minutes and about 40 seconds left. Back to pass, feels the pressure. Kennick escapes. He's got a guy open deep downfield, and it's a touchdown! And what a play that was. And again, on the play, the man himself, Matthew Gonzalez, the tight end, makes a huge play down the field. Oh, but there's some laundry on the field.
What are these guys talking about?
We'll see what they call. It is past the line of scrimmage, so we'll have to see what they come up with here. It looks like it's going to be on Stony Point. Well, the ref is pointing to every direction, so I'm not exactly sure. It's going this way, that way.
I can't tell you what would tell us that, because he's pointed both ways.
But what a play for Kennick to get out of the pocket.
And don't kid yourself. I appreciate referees, because I sure don't want to go do it. And these boys have to have them, that's for sure.
Looks like offsetting penalties. Okay, so never mind. Sideline warning versus Stony Point. Despite all of that, Stony Point takes another touchdown and adds to their lead 27-14, and Lopez is on for the extra point here. And that would have been a true shame if they would have taken that one away, because that was such a pretty play.
I'm just guessing Coach Cheshire gave him an earful right there. I don't know why, but I have a feeling that's what just went down.
And that is a extra point for Stony Point. Will be 28-14 here, folks. So it is kind of coming down to the wire. 10 minutes is a lot of time here left. Both teams have all their timeouts here, but the Patriots have to dial up a successful drive right now in order to make this a game to be playable, because once Stony Point gets back the ball, they're going to play keep away, try to run the clock out, and ultimately just wind it down to where there's no time left for Eastview. So Eastview understands it's go time right now. They had a long sustained drive last time.
I was about to say, Zach, they had to have it last drive too, didn't they?
Yep.
And they came up with a great drive and went down the field and did some things with the quarterback run they hadn't shown a lot of, and it opened things up inside for him. Well, let's see if our defense can get things dialed up and get one stop right here so we can flip this thing.
And coming out on defense, it helps to have a lot of guys who've played from last year. Definitely seeing that on the field, calling these names out, definitely bringing back some good memories from last year, from a great Stony Point team. Again, was able to go 5-5 last year, 3-4 in district, and some of the players who are making plays tonight have made plays all over the field last year as well. But Lopez is here to kick the ball away.
From the 25, Zach.
From the 25.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard penalty on that last play.
And he squibs it down the middle here, picked up right at the 22-yard line. So some room to work here for Eastview, and Eastview is able to take it out to the 47-yard line to start their drive. So great field position for them. A tough kind of call there to be able to push it back so far, but ultimately, rather that than take away the touchdown.
Well, they're going to have the ball on the 47 on the left hash. They're going to speed it up even more, I think. We said it's going to be hard to go any faster than. I'm sure they have different gears that they get in, being down 2 scores.
Yeah, unique formation here.
And
that's a jet speed read, and it gets
going
taken
right
down.
Back to it.
Yep. Quarterback keeper there. Tackle made by Tristan Butler, number 25. He's been all over the place tonight. Number 50 comes in for Stony Point, and that is Jordan Garcia, defensive lineman, and he is a senior as well. So twins to the bottom of your screen, twins to the top of your screen, running back to the quarterback's left. And a nice little spot play there for Eastview to get about 8 yards. Will be a first down, ball at the 40 of Stony Point.
I got your reference there, Zach. Spot.
Yep.
With the route.
Spot, stop. Yeah, there are all sorts of routes that they call. Honestly, they feel like they change every now and then too. But motion here. Snap. Quarterback looks to pass. Another tight end screen here. And that one, ooh, big hit there by Tristan Butler. Makes him feel that one. That was a big hit, Coach.
Right on their sideline. That was nice.
And so Tristan Butler, again, coming from across the field to make that play. He has been a true animal tonight in the trenches, being able to make some good plays.
Back to empty.
Yeah, back to empty, and Stony Point is only bringing 3 defenders on the defensive line. A lot of movement back there. Quarterback is going to run, and he's liked that play a lot. Making some moves. He's got some room to go, and he's down to about the 7-yard line here. Really nice run from the quarterback, and ultimately just found something that was wide open. Spread out the field, let them run, and just take off.
I think somebody upstairs might have found something they like too, because that's not the first time
they've come back to
out
it.
of empty, or they motioned, or they faked it to the running back, and he did that. So they're getting that look. Whatever it is, they like it.
They like it, yep. Handoff here. Nothing doing on that play. Great defensive stop there, and that's Joaquin Mendez in on the play as well as Joshua Landry. Both of those guys have been involved quite a bit tonight. Second down and about 9, or second and goal from the 9 here with 8 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. So Eastview, knowing they're down 2 scores here, comes out with 3 running backs in the backfield and now motions both of them out. Fake pitch here. Quarterback looks for a man open in the back of the end zone, and it's dropped. It looked like one receiver went up for the one-handed grab, and it startled the receiver who was intended for the ball and fell to the ground. A nice bailout play because he was running wide open in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, I think his buddy
And
kind of got in his way there.
yeah, gave him a little shock.
Distraction drill, however you want to, wave drill, whatever.
And third down and 9. Interesting formation here from Eastview. Another quarterback run, and quarterback is able to take that into the end zone. So they have found.
Was this the same drive that just went the other way, or gee whiz?
Yeah, they put up a score in a hurry. Had the ball for about 2 minutes there. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game, and the Patriots have made it an 8-point game here with the kicking unit not on the field, so potentially going for 2. We see.
Well, they're putting it on the left hash. They're going for 2.
They are going for 2 here.
This is interesting.
Yeah, no real incentive to do this, but maybe just wanting to put yourself in a better position for the next time you get the ball.
Is their kicker hurting?
Oh, true. It'll be a timeout.
I see him on the sidelines over there. I'm almost positive that's him.
We're going to take a quick break here, folks. Go to some commercials, and we'll be right back.
Proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs, with stores in Cedar Park, Round Rock, Georgetown, both North and South Austin, and our newest store serving Pflugerville and Hutto. Bush's serves the Texas standard in real hand-battered fried chicken and crispy tenders, tasty rolls, and that famous Bush's sweet tea. Bush's Chicken, proud supporter of area schools, athletic programs, and booster clubs. The Texas standard, Bush's Chicken. It's good, good, good. Interested in or looking for a home in the premier 55 and better community of Sun City, Texas? Trust the Stacy Group and realtor Cameron Freeman. Cameron specializes in buying and selling new and resale homes in the active adult Del Webb community.
And we're back here, folks. So knocking on the door here for the 2-point conversion attempt. We'll see what they do here. Interesting play call. They're definitely going for the win on this one for next drive to be able to go for the win. Rollout, smash, and a penalty comes down on the outside. So we'll see if this continues to count, but is a flag. It is coming in the backfield of Stony Point's defense, so not exactly sure what the call is here. Not sure what that call
Illegal
was.
substitution on the defense.
Okay.
So
Points will count. And that will be 21-28 here, folks.
22. They
Oh,
just went for
22. You're
2.
right. I got to add another point. 22 points. Went for 2. And it will be 22-28. So a 6-point lead for Stony Point. Really looking for them to go down and just do what they need to do. No point in, trying to play conservative, waste the time off the clock. Obviously, you want to take some time off the clock, but the way their drives have been going, they've been taking a long time anyways, so I'm sure they'll be happy with points at the end of the day no matter what.
Either way, they need to go down and score right here because Eastview's put themselves in a position to where, okay, we know we can go down and score in a hurry. We found something we really like. Let's get one stop, and we'll go down and score with our quarterback run game. I'm pretty sure they're feeling pretty good about it, too.
That quarterback
as they should after the last 2 drives.
Yeah, quarterback is running for the end zone 2 times. Very athletic.
Now, Zach, this might give us an indication on if something's wrong with the kicker. Maybe no, not really.
Yeah, he just pooches it. They definitely just wanted to go for the win there. So here comes Tristan, is able to bust it up the middle there for a nice return. We'll bring it out to the 32-yard line. So great positioning for Kennick to start off this drive. Would have loved to be a little bit closer to midfield, but honestly, a longer drive is definitely warranted here.
Well, let's see how this thing plays out. See if they come out and hand it off and try and get that running game going again, or if they let Kennick and his guys do their thing out wide.
Yeah, it's always interesting how you can approach these situations. You can either be really conservative, take it around the way that you've been doing, or just go aggressively. But a lot of decisions to be made. Nice run here to start off the drive. Gain of about 4 here. So,
boy, he's tough. Golly.
Yeah, Bolton is a tough runner.
He takes some shots too.
Not the biggest guy, but like you said, Coach, he's able to hang in there with some of these bigger defenders and actually deliver some punishment rather than just be hit. But he's in the backfield right now. We have an ace formation here. Bolton is lined up to the right of Kennick. Calbas takes the snap, drops back, plenty of time here, delivers a deep ball. That one's going really deep. Oh, wow, and we do have a penalty call there. Very clear penalty. Andrew Gomez gets up knowing that he got that call, and that was a great ball, but ultimately defender just got a little bit too early, went there a little bit too early. But
right there, every once in a while, you're just going to say, you know what, my guy's better than yours.
Yep.
And you know what? That had he not grabbed or interfered, it could have been trouble for them. It could have been a lot faster score than we were even thinking. So, you know what? Back at it.
And
we get a big play. They don't give up a touchdown. I think both sides are okay with that right there.
Yeah, and in high school, it's not from the spot of the foul, so
Correct.
we'll be just from they snap the ball. So about a 10-yard gain there on the penalty. Ball will be placed at the 49-yard line of Eastview. Fake handoff here. Kennick Calbas gets great protection and is able to roll out and deliver a ball. That ball sailed over Tristan Rhymes' head, but like what you've seen out there of the offensive line there, especially number 73 was able to take on Javante Yerger, was able to take on a blitzing defender from the outside where Kennick wasn't able to see him. So good job there.
Zach, I pretty much put myself out of position there because they ran Bolton out of the backfield and ran him on a wheel route down the sideline. I thought they were going to try and come back and hit him, and I wanted to make sure and catch that, and he scrambled and went the other way, and I got turned around, so I missed it.
No worries there. Yeah, we see the snap. Handoff here. Bolton still running hard. Doesn't get much, if anything, on that run. So it will be 3rd down and about 10 here. He did stay in bounds, though, so clock keeps ticking. About 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in this game.
The way they've been moving the ball, we need to get a 1st down right here, Zach.
Yeah, and the answer usually has been, a play to either Tristan or Gomez over the middle. and just delivering a good ball there. Kennick made a play last time, was able to get out of a 4th down situation at Tristan, get out of a big deep situation when they had the 20-yard penalty. But here we go, drops back to pass, and that ball gets tipped at the line, so it will be 4th down and 10 here for the Tigers. Decision time, and yep, they'll be punting this one away.
Well, that's unfortunate because Eastview's been pretty hot.
Yep.
They've been pretty hot right now, and they've got things going. Their confidence has got to be really flowing pretty well on the sideline right now. We have got to do something that'll shake them a little bit, and a good punt right there is something that can help that.
Yeah, Lopez boots it into the end zone. That's a great punt there. Flag on the play. Not sure which side that will be on, but Auto Nation proudly supports the Round Rock ISD football programs. Looking for a big win? Shop their unbeatable selection of new Silverados, Colorados, Equinoxes, Trax, and more. Plus, score cash for your car by selling it to the team at Auto Nation Chevrolet. Get your quick online appraisal now at AutoNationChevroletWestAustin.com. Then get paid the same day. It's that easy. Visit Auto Nation at 183 in Duval today. Together, let's ride. And defense needs a big, big drive here to come up and stop the Eastview Patriots. And it will be a 1st down here. Ball will come back to the 10-yard line. So the Patriots have their work cut out for them, Coach. And what's got to be on everybody's mind on defense is stopping the quarterback run.
Right now, that's about the size of it.
So we'll see what they do here. Typically you can assign a spy essentially to kind of track over the quarterback, but that plays the player out of being able to coverage. 5 wide here, and quarterback looks out, hits an out route there, tackle made, and that is Eric Spencer out there. So about a 7-yard gain there, and clock does stop as he went out of bounds. 6 minutes, 24 seconds left here in this one. 6-point game.
Good job right there going empty and throwing the ball because they had been running it with the quarterback recently.
Yep, here's empty again.
And
then
shocker.
that's a quarterback keeper there on the read play, and tackle made by Michael Martinez. So that will be enough for a 1st down here. And the clock keeps ticking. So, we got 80 yards to go on the field. 6 minutes left in this game. Definitely plenty of time here for both teams. But if you're Eastview, you may be thinking about taking this one to the end and not giving Stony Point any chance to come back. But just need a score here ultimately. Handoff here up the middle. Falls forward for about 8-9 yards here. So, Stony Point giving up the runs a little bit on the inside here. Defensive line, is getting a little bit of pushed around. So they need to come in with some intensity here, and they do. But ball gets thrown very quickly out of his hands. Tackle made by Cohen Fearson. So Cohen makes a play there. And that does stop the clock. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left. And Eastview is feeling some momentum right now with their offense, getting a lot of positive plays.
Somebody on the defense has to step up and say, that's enough of this. We've got to get a stop right here.
Handoff here. And that is a great, amazing fill there. And, again, that is the freshman, TJ Daniel, coming out there and doing what he needs to do as a young blood on the team.
It's too bad when you're worried because your freshman has to come off the field.
And 3 down linemen here for Stony Point, shifting their players around. And that ball gets complete to the outside. So going quick game, nothing too much, but Brock Sumner there to make the tackle. Will be a 3rd down and about 1 to go here. So 4 minutes and 30 seconds. The clock is ticking too. Ball right at the 48-yard line. Line to gain is the 49.
I have a sneaky suspicion quarterback's going to run it right inside.
Yep, we got trips out left here. Quarterback hands off. Great penetration by the defense and great hit. Yes. Almost looked like he was about to spin away there, but a great play made, and that is done by Kristen. I'm sorry. That play was made, yes, by Christian Rowland. Or, I'm sorry, Cohen Ferguson, number 10. He's been involved on a couple plays so far. So Cohen doing a great job there getting to the defender and makes
Zach,
it a
it's fourth down
and 1.
again. 4th and 1. 4th and short. Here we go.
Let's see if they line up under center like they did before.
Is
Quarterback.
Tush push.
Yep, quarterback lines up in shotgun. They snap it, and he takes off and runs. And that will be a first down. So first down here with about 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. They still have they still have 2 timeouts left for Eastview. So definitely have plenty of time. Getting some subs in right now. But that clock continues to run. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Again, I don't think time is their nemesis whatsoever.
Ball complete. Oh, it gets juggled. It did get complete on the outside, does get out of bounds. The ball will be placed at the 41-yard line of Stony Point. So they continue to walk up and creep up the field. But like you said, Coach, it's not really an issue yet. 3 minutes on the clock with the ball stopped and 2 timeouts. So Stony Point getting ready to make a stand here. Second down and about 7 yards to go. Quarterback drops back to pass, delivers a strike over the middle, and that will be a gain of about 6 yards. So it will bring up a third and very short here. You know, they're just taking what they can get at this point, Coach.
So 3rd and 1. Do you go with what's worked for you on 4th down almost every time? You widen everyone out and you run the quarterback?
Some confusion here on the outside. Quarterback does take the snap. Here it is. Gets some pressure immediately. Wow, that pressure was felt very quickly, and that was in there. Joaquin Mendez right in the face of the quarterback makes him throw it, and a poor pass was incomplete right at the feet of his receiver. So it is 4th down and 1. Eastview, the game is on the line for Eastview right now on this play. Stony Point can lock this one up if they get a stop. Let's see what they dial in. Quarterback run has been the ultimate kryptonite for this defense up to this point. Let's see what they do here. And quarterback run again. And they get him! They get him down! Let's see if they push him forward. Where do they spot? They're going to spot him short.
Another stop.
They got him short. And again, in on the play, number 90. And that is TJ Dando. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about this kid for a long time.
I hate to even bring it up, but I used to coach at Austin Anderson, and there was a rascal by the name of Sonny Davis, and he was one of the baddest dudes I ever coached against. He was at Lanier High School when Derek Strait was there, and they were running the city of Austin. It was, and when he was in 9th grade, he was already a full-grown man.
Yeah, no kidding. Sonny Davis actually had his son play recently. But here we go. Snap ball here. And all Stony Point has to do is get a couple first downs here and stop the clock. And we'll have our first timeout from Eastview right now. And so we'll take a quick, short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Heart of Austin, there's a name that reigns supreme, Covert Ford. For over 114 years, Covert Ford has been driven by the community, offering unbeatable service and a wide selection of vehicles. From the rugged F-150 to the iconic Expedition, Covert Ford has the perfect ride for every journey life offers. Visit Covert Ford Austin, where community drives us. CovertFord.com, off Research Boulevard. Join the Covert family today.
Hey folks, we're back. We're seeing some scores from around the area. Westlake is in a bit of a good position here. They're up 35-14. Weiss is up 28-21 on McNeil here. Of course, there's our score. Yeah, so here we go. Snap ball here, and Kennick has the ball on the outside. Gets taken down, but is inbounds. So we'll see what Eastview does. Oh, there is a flag.
Got a flag.
So we'll wait to see what the call is. Most likely going to be against Eastview here for maybe unsportsmanlike. But 2 minutes left in this game. Definitely have to get a first down here if you want to ice the game. If you don't, it would be very difficult for Eastview to take the punt on the flip field. But we'll see what the call is here.
It is personal foul. I did not see a face mask, so he must have. I don't know. I didn't see a face mask is all I'm thinking. But personal foul. That's going to be 15 and an automatic first down.
Yeah, huge mistake there. And the penalties are definitely showing up this first game. Obviously, need to clean it up on both sides, but. When it's this late in the game and it affects it like this, it's got to be tough as a coach to have to sit and see. But first down now at the 49-yard line of Eastview. Minute 42 left, and the clock is running here, folks. So they're going to take this down at 4 seconds to snap the ball. Handoff up the middle to Andrew Hill, and he takes it outside. He's actually able to do something with it here, and he gets the ball up to – right around the 10-yard, or right around a 10-yard gain here. He was able to dance around a bunch of tacklers, break a few of them, and able to get up the field. And I think we will see a timeout, no timeout indication. Just the coaches on the field here. A minute 20 seconds left in this one. Clock is stopped as he did get out of bounds. Oh, now they signal to run.
Injury for Hill was down for a couple seconds, so they stopped it and they got him off just to make sure everyone's safe. And if they get a first down right here, they'll be taking a knee.
Yep. About a minute left in this one, folks. And Bolton is able to get that first down, and that should ice it, folks. Great playing here from Stony Point, and you can see the coaches on the sideline getting excited for Stony Point as they are feeling confident getting what seems to be their first win of the year under the belt. The first one is always tough. It's always nice to start 100% on the season versus the opposite. But about 40 seconds left in this one. They'll be taking that victory formation.
Well, this is a great feeling. Best play in the world right here.
No kidding. Takes a snap and will be sat right down. False start will be the call here. A late penalty. But celebration time for Stony Point, and you got to love it on Senior Day. First game of the year. It's just a nice confident boost as well. And the next couple games going on for Stony Point, they have Johnson Buda coming up. And then they walk into what might be one of the best teams in the state, and that's Vandergrift. As always, district play starts then with Vista Ridge coming after, and then McNeil kind of rounding out the next next couple games here. Johnson Buda and then Vandergrift. And then for Eastview, they'll have Burnett, and then Belton, and then Glenn High School as their next couple games. But just remember to please like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it, and we'll be broadcasting multiple games here all year on the iHSFAN network area. So please make sure to like and subscribe. And as the clock ticks down, 5 seconds are left. We see there's no need to snap the ball, and there it goes. That's the end of the game, folks. and a backflip celebration for Tristan Rhymes as Andrew Gomez and Kenneth Calabas are all super, super excited to see this one be done. And it was a great game here, Coach. What did you see that you liked about it?
How about the changes in the momentum throughout this thing? First drive of the game, and they go down and they just gut punch the defense. And then after that, and the first drive for us, we kind of struggled.
Yep.
And then the next two drives, you and I are up here thinking, geez, these guys are going to be like mid-season form as far as the whole season. Well, then they figured it out a little bit defensively, and we struggled offensively. And then how about them taking a chance and being gutsy enough to go for two before the go or kick it, go for two or kick sheet tells you to go for two.
Yeah.
They went for two and got it. That could have been problematic. But once again, fourth down stops. Two of them were two of the biggest plays of the ball game. I know other things were big, but maybe none bigger than those two fourth down stops.
And they had a tough time stopping them on fourth down tonight. I don't know the exact percentage, but they went for it quite a bit, ended up getting it except for two times, and those two stops were crucial in the victory for Stony Point. So a very gutsy win. These teams were very evenly matched, especially coming out week one, but Stony Point definitely is excited about this year, excited about their team that they have. I mean, last year they were excited about the future. This year it is the future. It is now for them. We do want to just highlight, how well we think that this team was able to come out and play very, up to the highest level. They've been working all summer. They've been working, since last year even ended to get to this point, and it's got to feel good to get the first win underneath the belt.
Correct, Zach. And like you said, we look forward to doing numerous Round Rock ISD football games the rest of the year, and we'll be on and look forward to meeting with different coaches. It's a little bit different scenario this year. We're not going to be following the Tigers the entire year, which is a little bit disappointing, but exciting nonetheless on my end. And I look forward to doing the games the rest of the way with you.
Absolutely here, Coach. And just to sign it off here, folks, the final score here in Dragon Stadium, Round Rock, Texas, 28-22 here. Stony Point is able to get the win that they were looking for, start off the year 1-0, and that's got to be a great feeling, especially coming back into school next week. And before we go, we'll have you with a couple sponsors' messages, but appreciate y'all's time tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you guys soon.
Are you looking for a little something extra to get your business noticed? At Ideal Signs, they specialize in custom signage and large format digital printing in a variety of media. Their in-house design department can work with you to create custom artwork to your specifications. They'll work with you to conceptualize, design, and produce any custom projects or idea that you might have. Call 512-930-7446 or visit signsforsports.com. Ideal Signs, family owned and operated since 1969.
Visit Mays Street Boutique in Round Rock for all your shopping needs. Whether you're looking for a special gift or that perfect outfit that everyone will love, we have you covered. Come visit us in-store or shop us online at maysstreet.com. We appreciate your business and thank you for shopping local.
Are you ready to take your celebrations to the next level? Imagine luxury indoor sleepovers that bring the magic of glamping right into your home, or a posh picnic party that brings elegance and charm to your outdoor space. Whether you're planning a birthday bash or a simple get-together with friends, Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events is here to make your dreams come true for any special occasion. Our event planning services will ensure every detail is perfect, leaving you free to enjoy the moment. So let Pop-Up Parties and Posh Events turn your next celebration into a memorable masterpiece.
Longtime McNeil parent Brian Kerman is a realtor who works for RE/MAX Capital City. Brian is involved in helping Round Rock families buy, sell, invest, and lease properties in the greater Austin area. He has been doing so for over 24 years. As a thank you to the community, he will be honored to donate $1,000 to your favorite booster club or other 501c3 if you use him and you close on a property. We hope you will contact Brian for all of your real estate needs at 512-921-4490 or at briankerman@remax.net.
You are listening to the Horn Webcast Network, powered by iHSFAN. If you're interested in advertising on or privately supporting this webcast, please reach out to us on Twitter at iHSFAN. All audio rights of this webcast presentation belong to iHSFAN, and any intent to rebroadcast or retransmit must have express written consent from iHSFAN.